Hi friends, how are you? I hope you're all well. I hope you're treating yourself well. Mm, Actually, today it's Mahashivratri, a very big festival in India. But I'm not wishing anybody happy Mahashivratri because not everybody celebrates the festival, and uh, and there are so many festivals that I don't know about. So if I wish um, somebody or people in one festival and I don't in others that I don't know nothing about, it becomes biased in a way. That's why I'm not wishing anybody happy Shivratri. I celebrate, that's why I'm also decked up. Actually, today I wanted to talk about something like I always say that what I'm going to talk about is important because I take up important subjects only that I think it should be you know talked about, or you should awareness should be raised about it. So today I want to talk about the shame and guilt that people throw at people or women, even men also, but it's very less in men. It's not like this channel is only about women, but mostly the shame and guilt is thrown at women only at this case. It's about not having a kid. It may it may be by choice or some medical reasons, but people make it their kind of a purpose to, once a couple is married, they're like, when are you going to have a kid, when are you going to have a kid, when are you going to have a kid, family members, neighbors. And uh, and if somebody is not able to have kids, then they face so much judgment, and nobody thinks about their mental condition, what they may be going through, you know and like, I don't have kids, and it was my choice because I had been severely depressed and I uh, couldn't stop my medication. So I didn't want to take even a single um, kind of like even a percent of a risk uh, that the kid could uh, have some problem or something like that. So I decided not to. I'm not saying that if you're going through depression or things like this, sorry, that you should not have a kid. You can consult your doctor. There are amazing doctors, amazing treatments. I just told you about me. So there are a lot of people, if they can't have kids, society them don't let them live peacefully. And this thing, it starts getting inside them so badly. It scares them in a way. Like, think about it. When a birthday invitation comes, a child's first birthday, or something like naming ceremony or something like that, then we women, we feel like we shouldn't go because everyone will be looking at us like, why is she here? They have just given the card out of courtesy. She can't have children, she doesn't have children. So they start looking at people as something inauspicious. How cruel is that? Tell me. This is the kind of judgment that is even um, that you will see even in educated people. And then the person starts thinking like, yeah, something must be. I mean, I for some time I was like, no, I shouldn't go because I started doubting myself. that my presence will somehow hinder the kids' progress, or while someone is pregnant and there are rituals, I would not go. I started thinking like my presence would somehow hinder something. This is the kind of trauma society puts you into. So I dressed up specially because it's like this way of society's way. If you're divorced, you can't sorry, dress nice. If you can't have children, or if you don't want to have children, anyways, people don't agree if you say that it was by choice. They think that you may be hiding something, that you can't have children or something like that. So it's like, yeah. So a person's individuality, especially a woman's individuality, it is so conditional. So many conditions. How will a person breathe? We project so much unnecessary judgment and shaming upon people. They start doubting themselves. Like when I was going through a divorce, I will not make it long. When any marriage celebration invitation would come, for a time being, I was very hesitant to attend any marriage function, because I would always feel like the eyes are on me, and like she's divorced, and yeah, something can go wrong if she's here because she is divorced. So this is the level of judgment, unnecessary, cruel judgment people throw at you, even family members, not just outside people. So I thought I should talk about it. And one more thing, like I was talking, this also I will not make it long. I was talking to a very dear cousin of mine, baby brother. He's like younger to me by 10 years. And it was about something, and he said, um, in your videos, you're mostly talking about negative things only. I said, did you watch the whole video? Even a single video? Have you completely watched it? He said, no. I was like, how can you say that I'm only talking about negative things? And I'm not talking about negative things, if you guys think that. It's like I'm a very positive person. Had I not been a positive person, I would not have survived everything that I have survived. So, but these are things that just don't go away by closing our eyes. Somebody has to speak up, somebody has to bring awareness around these issues. You know, that doesn't make you a negative person. So I asked my cousin, okay, oh, will you talk about these things then? He has a channel too. I asked him, okay, then you are a very positive person, right? Will you, in your positive way, talk about these things? He said, no. I was like, then why are you telling me this? You know, why are you telling me this then? It requires courage. Judging doesn't require courage, judging requires stupidity. Yeah, I'm being very straightforward here. I'm not calling my cousin, sorry, stupid. He is a very nice guy. That's why I didn't cut him off from my life. And I was like, otherwise, I was thinking, God, here, I lose another loved one now. But no, he didn't push it too far. So, yeah, I'm thankful to God for that. He's a really nice person. But I was like, yeah, who is going to raise awareness about these things then? These things are negative and they have to be called out. Because sometimes people are doing this because they are not aware. Most of the times people are doing this out of malice, out of pure evil, I would say. Out of, and I don't know about, because I don't know, maybe they don't have anything better to do with their time. But in few cases, because people are not aware. So calling these things out, it in a way becomes very, very necessary, because someone might be going through such kind of trauma like I was going through. And you would think, yeah, this girl has gone like every trauma in life. No, I thank God for that. But I've gone through so much, so much. That's why I can talk about it confidently. I have faced these judgments, and what it was doing to me, to my mental health, to my mental status, how I had to self motivate. So, yeah. So, if they can't have children, if you're someone, if you can't have a kid, right? Or if you don't have a kid, because of choice, because you choose not to, or because there must, if there is some medical condition, there is nothing wrong in that. There is nothing wrong in that. We are told that it's a woman's duty to, have kids. No, it's not her duty, it's her choice. It's her choice, you know. Don't make it her duty. And so, and mostly when it happens in families, when in-laws are, and other people start pressurizing, it becomes very, very difficult for the woman, or and the husband couple also, couple, to handle this kind of pressure. People go to the extent of saying leave your wife and take another one so that you can have children. Why don't you go and adopt a kid? Why don't you advise them to adopt a kid? A kid will get parents, and you will get a granddaughter, grandson, whatever you want. But yeah, I've, I've, I've seen that happening. So imagine what kind of mental trauma it puts the woman into, if she, and especially if she doesn't have a supportive partner or a husband. What kind of suffocating condition it puts her into. It's like, first, her entire existence revolves around having a husband. After that, her entire existence revolves around having a kid or not having a kid. What about her individuality? What about her? What about her existence? Think about it. And you are some, if you're someone who is constantly being pressurized or shamed about not having kids, please, I mean, I know it's easier said than done, that don't let it get to you. It got to me, but I had to pull myself out of there. I don't know what kind of setting you are in. So I'm not saying that go fight with people or like that, no. But in your mind, make it like a fortress, that this thing should not affect your mental well being. You should know your worth. You should know that you're a woman doesn't mean that it's your duty to produce kids or to have kids. I know I wanted to have kids, but then the situations were such, the medications were so important. I could not have stopped the medication. Had I stopped the medication anyways, I would not have been able to raise my kid. And people say, you know what, people, mostly in laws, they say, would you just have a kid? We will take care of the kid. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. The kid is parents' responsibility. Yeah, in laws help. That's an amazing, amazing thing. But when I knew my condition, how could I put an innocent soul, or how would I bring an innocent soul into this world and not being able to take care of them when I was not able to take care of myself also properly? I was in such severe depression. So I chose not to. So people don't see our choices. I mean, the struggles, the reasons behind our choices. And your choice should not, it's not necessarily should have to be medical. If you don't want to have kids, you don't want to have kids. So, but people don't think about these things, that you can so easily tell somebody that you don't have kids, you should have a kid, or you start traumatizing them, you start calling them names. I would not take those names here, they are so demeaning. Even in my own house, the kind of like, my parents are super amazing. Once I told them I have decided not to have kids, once or twice my mother told me, think about it. Then I said, nah, mama, I have decided. Not once did they tell me again. But after, like, I love kids. So when my nephew was born, and what I did, when my nephew was born, I got books on how to raise a kid well and everything. And I subscribed to a few really good channels um, about a kid's mental health and everything, how to understand a kid better. But I was always accused of, in a way, if I saw that something was not good for the kid, if I saw his parents talking to him in a certain way, taking out their frustration on him, not physically, verbally also, sometimes you just reject the kid like that. The kid picks up on those things. And I would intervene. They would say, what do you know about raising a kid? You don't have kids. And, anyways, this is not your kid. So I would think in my mind that I know what you would not even know in, like, if you take 100 births. So, but then we don't talk now. So it greatly pains me when when I see that they're not being completely how a parent should be with the kid, and I can't intervene, because the moment I go to intervene, anyways, we don't talk. But if it comes to the kid, I would tell my mom something or something like that. Then I get the same answer. Who is she? Does she have a kid? What does she know about raising a kid? So this is the level of judgment people go to, especially family. Yeah, just a moment. Yeah, needed a sip of water. I even made one or two videos on parenting. How some, the kind of mistakes even very well-meaning parents end up doing. I have not posted them yet, but please, guys, if I do post, don't think that she is not a mother. What does she know about parenting? Don't just, dismiss it without listening to what I have to say. And it's not just about me. A lot of people, guys also, women, sometimes they may not be parents, but they give very good advice. And I'm the kind of person who would not take advice from just anybody. I really, really thoroughly do my research, and I really just, kind of make sure that this is beneficial. Then only I will take advice from someone or take their advice. I may listen about anything. If it is something very stupid, I would ask the people, that person to, like, I don't agree, sorry, I don't want to continue, I don't want to talk about it. But if it is something really good, I do take that advice. It doesn't hurt my ego. So just don't judge people like that. Just don't assume that if somebody doesn't have a kid, they don't have wisdom, that they would not be a terrific mother or a father had they gotten the chance. And if you're going through something like this, I know you would have been a terrific father or a terrific mother. So don't let these people pull you down. Please don't let these people pull you into depression. Depression strips away every kind of joy from your life. And to other people, please let people be people. Do not project so much of expectations on them. These are normal expectations, I understand, but when you have seen that somebody has a problem, why would you keep badgering them? Why would you keep projecting your expectations on them? Why would you not let them be? If she can't have a kid, does she stop being your daughter or your daughter-in-law? And to a lot of husbands, does she stop being your wife? Whatever, however devoted she may be, she may be doing her best, giving her best in every area of her life, but you will still judge her. I call it cruelty, you know, selfishness and cruelty, this kind of behavior. So please, don't do that. Don't do that to an already hurting soul. People who want kids, and if they can't have kids, it's already hurting their soul. You know? So you don't go around kind of, what we say, rubbing salt on their wounds or poking those wounds. Let them be, or rather, if you know their condition, give them a good space. Tell them that it's all right. If a woman, if it's a medical problem, if she can't have kids, what will she do? She will go to the sky and get a kid from there. She will break a star and it will turn into a kid. And what do you expect from her? And if a guy, can't have kids, what do you expect from them? Because I've seen even girls' families also, if a guy can't have kids, has some problem and they can't have kids, what do you expect the guy to do? Like, do you expect him also to go to the sky and pluck out a star and something like that? So let people be people, you know. um, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Good luck, guys, and please don't let other people's projection make you doubt yourself. There are so many times that you are the only one who has your back, nobody else. And I would really, I mean, this could turn controversial also. But then, if it is not your choice, don't have a kid. Just don't have a kid just because people are um badgering you to have a kid, forcing you to have a kid. That's my advice. I mean, that's all. Okay. Yep. Mm, good luck, guys.